If AJ steps aside, he should definitely fight Otto Wallin. Let's talk.
Push the weight and now flex. The livest one in the section. With the runner boy, you nigga, no question. You will run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Drew Titan Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. Strolling down boxing scene. Link will be in the description. I just found this interesting. Salida, that is Otto Wallin's promoter, he says if Joshua steps aside and wants a legitimate opponent, he should fight Otto Wallin. If Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk, Anthony Joshua and Dillian White and all their representatives can defy odds and logic by somehow reaching an agreement before Friday's WBC purse bid for the Fury White fight, Otto Wallin wants a chance to comparable to the one that was taken from him 3 months ago. If you guys remember, Dillian White was supposed to be fighting Otto Wallin. But by way of business and loopholes and politics and nonsense and popular demand, there was an injury and Otto Wallin got effed out of his opportunity. But nobody's talking about that, right? Nobody wants to talk about how Dillian White played that game and was successful and, why do this high-risk, low-reward fight against Otto Wallin when I can go straight to Tyson Fury? Nobody said anything, right? You didn't hear about that on ESPN or First Take or anywhere, right? No, Skip Brainless didn't say anything. I'm just checking. Max on Boxing. Anyone say anything? Anyone accuse Dillian White of anything? No, okay. Justice for Otto Wallin, anyone? I know I was saying it. Oh, I know. We're the LDBC, we're racist. But here we are, sticking up for Otto Wallin, making it make sense, whatever. Wallin, whose fight with White was scrapped in short notice in late October, wants to fight AJ, former unified champion. And he truly wants to fight if he truly wants to fight a legitimate opponent while waiting for the outcome of Fury and Usyk, Eddie Hearn says. Eddie Hearn, whose company Matchroom Boxing works with White and also promotes AJ. Wallin says if he really wants a legitimate opponent, he should fight me. I do think Joshua versus Otto is a fight that boxing fans would want to see, and one of the best fights in the heavyweight division. Dimitri Salida, Wallin's promoter, told BoxingScene.com. It would be a great fight, and the winner would deserve a fight against Tyson Fury. If Tyson Fury fights Usyk next, and Joshua is kind of left out of there looking for an opponent and wants a legitimate opponent, AJ versus Otto Wallin makes a lot of sense. But we all know, Salida, we all know that what makes sense doesn't make dollars. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. Eddie Hearn is not putting him in the ring with Otto Wallin for a loss. Because I don't care what anyone says, AJ is not the same. No, I'm sorry. He is who he has been. Y'all built him up as this boxing god. We kept telling y'all he's not that. This fight right here with Otto Wallin, I'd like to see it, but it's too dangerous. Back to the article. There's nothing better than when a man can prove his worth as the second best heavyweight in boxing. Otto is the best option for Joshua, in my opinion, if he steps aside. Wallin is tentatively scheduled to return in the ring at some point in February, but his opponent has not been secured. The Swedish southpaw, who lost only to Fury, hasn't boxed since he dominated Dominic Brazil, and that was a domination. The 31-year-old Wallin, 22 wins, 1 loss, 14 KOs, 1 no contest, pushed Fury to a 12-round fight. Fury won by unanimous decision in September of 2019 at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. Fury suffered a gruesome gash above the right eye, where Wallin landed a left hand and secured a left hand in the second round, and fought through adversity to fend off the then unknown underdog, who took the gargantuan step up in competition. While Wallin wants AJ, and according to Hearn, Joshua is willing to allow Fury Usyk to happen next. Now, you just read this, right? I'm going to read this again. Link will be in the description. While Wallin wants Joshua, and according to Hearn, Joshua is willing to allow Fury Usyk to happen next. Hearn contends that Fury wants to fight someone other than Usyk, who upset AJ 4 months ago. The White, the mandatory challenger for the Fury's WBC belt sometime in March. Now, y'all just read this, right? This article was just uploaded 4 hours ago. So I don't know what's going on. AJ said it didn't happen. Fury's jumping around on his social media talking about they're stupid for dodging 90 million. I don't know what's going on. Now, let me read further. Fury chastised AJ. See, just talk. I'm reading this for the first time, family. Fury chastised AJ and Hearn in an Instagram rant Wednesday for squandering $90 million as part of their proposed deal with investors. But the gigantic Englishman didn't mention anything about wanting to fight someone other than Usyk or White next. If Fury White indeed goes to purse bid on Friday, which is today, it'll amount to risky business for Fury's co-promoters Bob Arum and Frank Warren's Queensberry Promotions, because they could be outbid by Hearn's Matchroom Boxing or another promoter. Oh my God. Listen, Fury fans, I hope y'all enjoying this. Dillian White fans, if y'all exist, 600 days. I hope y'all enjoying all of this. AJ fans, I hope you're enjoying all of this. I hope you're enjoying all of this. This is exactly what you guys get. I ain't even going to get into all of it. I'm trying to keep this short. Hearn, who would bid on behalf of DAZN and White, could outbid Top Rank because DAZN executives would consider it a huge victory for that streaming service to take Fury away from the ESPN platform, primarily in the United States, and BT Sport in the UK, even if it's just for a one-fight deal. Holy cow. That is the article. Like I said, link will be in the description, and here's my opinion. Justice for Otto Wallin. And here's something that you probably didn't know. Otto Wallin already fought AJ in the amateurs. The fight's on YouTube. Look it up. The fight's on YouTube. Look it up. AJ beat him, unanimous decision. But look at the size comparison. They're the same size, man. AJ's just a little more cut, but they're the same size. We know Otto Wallin is tough. And you know what? AJ is, we've seen him get knocked down and get back up. The Klitschko fight. Okay, I'll give you that. But I think his flaws, other than, how could I say this? Well, I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I don't think he's too strong mentally. I don't think he's too strong mentally. I think they're both different fighters. AJ has improved since the amateurs, and so has Otto Wallin. But Otto Wallin has hunger on his side. He's feeling like he's been slated. I've had Dimitri Salita on my show a few months ago. And when they screwed Otto Wallin out of this Dillian White fight, I texted him. I said, "What's going on, man?" And then he texted me back. He said, "Man, this looks very, very shaky to me. But it's business." He's taking it calm, but it's business. Well, all this talk about purse bids and $90 million, I don't know what Fury's talking about. AJ says, I don't know. If it didn't come to me, it didn't happen. I don't know what he's talking about. But you saw what the article just said. Link will be in the description. Let me read it again. What he said about Eddie Hearn. Let me see. Where's that? While Wallin wants Joshua, and according to Hearn, Joshua is willing to allow Fury Usyk to happen next. Hearn contends that Fury wants to fight someone other than Usyk, who upset Joshua 4 months ago. And White, the mandatory challenger for Fury's WBC belt sometime in March. Listen, man. This article was just put up 4 hours ago. Nobody's on the same page. They told my purse bids. Look, y'all go to the link will be in the description. Y'all go read it for yourself. I'm saying that Otto Wallin deserves some work. He had a brilliant performance against Tyson Fury. He beat the dog crap out of Dominic Brazil for 12 rounds. And why are they trying to brush him under the rug? I don't know. Justice for Otto Wallin, right? Step aside, $90 million. What are they giving Dillian White? What are they offering Dillian White? Who's the lowest man on the totem pole in this whole scenario? But Dillian White fans, are y'all still, running around online talking about, yo, man, 600 days? Hey, man, talk to me. I mean, look, it's ridiculous. But this is turning into a very confusing and shaky thing. But if you watch my live stream earlier today, Friday, January 28th, 2022, I asked the real questions. How did we get all the way over here? This is the direct result of politics and nonsense. Because you see that man right there, Anthony Joshua? He could have fought Deontay Wilder. And whether you're an AJ fan or a Wilder supporter, doesn't matter. One of them would have been undisputed. Now watch this. If AJ was undisputed, he'd have dropped those belts to somebody. Ruiz, let's say he beat Ruiz, got it all back. Went back and dropped it to Usyk. We'd have had an undisputed champion, though. Let's say AJ dropped all his belts to Wilder. He'd have dropped his belts to Fury, and we wouldn't be going through all of this. You see all of this confusement now? Y'all did this. Y'all did all of this. So I hope you enjoy politics and bullshit more than you enjoy watching actual boxing. Congratulations, dumbasses. Bronx on deck. Move!